the last one. Thank you. Now look, several of us in the room, maybe a lot more than even I know, but certainly the ones that have been very visible with the last leadership, Mr. Papandreou, we spent considerable time on your question and developed several work products, and those work products make all of you proud because they weren't just austerity, they were growth. And you can't save your way out of this problem. You basically, with this debt burden, such as Greece, and this country has the same issue. I mean, you've got to grow your way out of the problem. And to grow your way out of the problem, you need trust and faith by your debtors. And, you know, I spoke to Chancellor Merkel. She's mad at Greece, okay? Because she's got a constituency that's saying the question, well, we just spent 10 years on austerity, we just spent 10 years not getting a wage increase, we just spent 10 years saving money, and everyone down there has been having a great time, so why should we give you the authority to give our money to them? It's about what it is. By the way, one thing I've learned over all these years of operating in business globally is, unfortunately for the planet, we're still very tribal. The world has not really grown from being tribal. And very few people work between tribes very well. We happen to be in front of an institution that does, a church, our great church, that can bring people together despite what tribe they come from. So we're from the Hellenic tribe. But the original one is in trouble. So what do we do? I mean, they're still going to be there tomorrow. So it can't go away. So then your solutions-based topics, and I've exercised as much of my brain as I can to help answer the question. Half a dozen people in the room may want to actually add some things. There is definitely a way out if you can rebuild trust. To rebuild trust, you have to put in place governance that's transparent. To do that, you need courageous leaders of the political kind to stand up and say, I will do that. But we haven't got that. So this gentleman in charge right now is neutral to politics. So like Mario Monti, Lucas Papademos is somebody who potentially can earn that trust. I think we need to show some solidarity to him. I think a dozen or 2 dozen of the most preeminent American Greeks should maybe jump over into the trust model. And you know, when they run out of all options, okay, something will happen. It's kind of like the American thing. So is this the time when they're running out of all options that a few of us should put our personal brand on helping them? I, for one, am willing to do that. I was willing to do it on the last time with Mr. Papandreou. I'm willing to do it this time. And you know what? I'll be willing to do it tomorrow no matter who it is. I'm doing it because I said it the way I closed. You can't solve Greece's transparency issues overnight. But I operate in lots of countries that are not transparent, that are very successful. Okay, right? And they also are democracies. Yeah. Well, you don't want to talk about Washington, do you? It's a whole other system. It's a whole other, you know, we say one thing and do another often. Okay? Often. Okay? And I often worry about that. You know, the great national American character is one of honesty, integrity, and reputation, but we are so short-sighted on apparatus politics. We need the few good women and men that we can trust. Okay? And I worry about that. They're there, and they're there in Greece. And just on that point, Dow has a very successful business in Greece and is still making money. Okay? And actually, most of this has been relatively unaffected. There are lots of good Greek businesses. There are. Okay? So just a little footnote here. They don't get talked about. And in some ways, lying low is a good answer. So,
yes, you mentioned